angel of the assembly of Ephesus, write, "These are the words of him who holds the 7 stars in his right hand and walks in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks. I know your work and patience. I know you cannot tolerate wicked men, that you have tested those who claim to be apostles and are not, and found them to be liars. You have persevered and toiled for my name, and not grown weary of toiling. Yet I have this grave thing against you. Your love, your first love, you did abandon. Remember therefore the height from which you have fallen. Repent and do those things you did at first. If you do not repent, I am coming to you suddenly, and I will remove your candlestick from its place. But you have this in your favor. You hate the practice of the Nicolaitans, which I also hate. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the assemblies. To him who conquers and is victorious, I will give to him the right to eat of the tree which gives life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God. To the angel of the assembly of Smyrna, write, These are the words of him who is the first and the last, who became dead and became alive again. I know your tribulation and poverty, but you are rich. I know the contemptuous blasphemy of those who declare themselves to be Jews and are not, and are a synagogue of Satan. Fear not the things you are about to suffer, that you may be given a mock trial and cast into prison and have tribulation for 10 days. Prove yourself to be faithful to the death of the cross, and I will give to you the crown of life. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the assemblies. He that conquers and is victorious shall in no way be injured at all at the hands of the second death. To the angel of the assembly of Pergamum, write, These things say he who has the sharp double-edged sword. I know where you live, even where Satan's throne is, and you hold fast my name, and did not deny my faith, when in the days when Antipas was my faithful witness, who was slain among you where Satan's throne is. But I have against you a few things, because you have there some holding to the teaching of Balaam, who taught Balak to cast a snare before the sons of Israel, to eat things sacrificed to idols, and commit idolatrous whoredoms. So you have also those who hold in the same manner to the doctrine of the Nicolaitans. Repent therefore, or else I will come to you suddenly, and make war with them with the sword. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the assemblies. To him who conquers and is victorious, I will give to him to eat the manna, the hidden manna, and I will give to him a white stone, and upon the stone a new name written, a secret name. To the angel of the assembly of Thyatira, write, These things says the Son of God, he who has his eyes like a flame of fire, and his feet like refined brass. I know your works, your love and faith, your ministry and patience, and your works, and your last works are more than your first. And I have against you a few things that cause you, because of your error, to suffer. That woman Jezebel, she who calls herself a prophetess, who teaches and misleads my servants to commit idolatrous whoredoms. I gave her time to repent, and she repented not. Behold, I cast her into a bed of suffering, and those who commit spiritual adultery with her, into great tribulation, unless they repent of their works. And her children I will kill with death, and all the assemblies shall come to know by experience that I am he who searches the devices and desires of your own heart. And I will give to each of you according to your works. But to you I say, to the rest who are in Thyatira, as many as have this teaching, and who know not the so-called deep things of Satan, as they say, I cast on you no burden, but hold fast until the time whenever I shall come. And he that conquers and is victorious, and he that performs to the end my tasks, I will give to him authority over multitudes, and he will shepherd them. As vessels of pottery are broken to shivers with the rod of iron, as I also have received from my Father, I will give to him the morning star. To the angel of the assembly of Sardis, write, these things says he who has the 7 spirits of God and the 7 stars. I know your works. You have a reputation for being alive, and you are a corpse. Change to become one who is watching. Establish the things which were ready to die. For I have not found your works fulfilled before my God. Continue to remember, therefore, how you have received and heard, and continue to keep watching, and repent once and for all. If therefore you will not keep watching, I will come suddenly upon you like a thief, and you will in no wise come to know what kind of hour I will come upon you. But you have a few names in Sardis who have not defiled their clothes, and they shall walk with me in white because they are worthy. He that conquers and is victorious shall be arrayed in white clothes, and in no way will I blot out his name from the book of life. And I will confess his name before my Father and his angels. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the assemblies. To the angel of the assembly of Philadelphia, write, these things say the holy, the true, he who has the key of David, he who opens and no one shuts, and shuts and no one opens. I know your works. Behold, I have set before you an open door, and no one is able to shut it, even though you had little power, because you did know my word and did not deny my name. Behold, I give of the synagogue of Satan those who declare themselves Jews. They are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and do homage at your feet, and know that I loved you, because you did prove the word of my patience. And I will protect you during the hour of trial that is coming upon the whole world, to test those who dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come suddenly. Hold fast what you have, so no one else will receive your crown. He that conquers and is victorious, I will make him a pillar in the temple of my God, and out of it he shall in no way go out more. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, the New Jerusalem, which comes down out of heaven from my God, and my new name. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the assemblies. To the angel of the assembly of Laodicea, write, these things say the Amen, the faithful and the true witness, the beginning of the creation of God. I know your works. You are neither cold nor are you hot. I would that cold you were or hot. So because lukewarm you are, neither cold nor hot, I am about to spew you out of my mouth. Because you say, rich I am, and I have grown rich, and I have need of nothing. And you know not that you, even you yourself, are the wretched one, and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked. I counsel you to buy from me gold refined by the fire, that you may be rich, and white raiment, that you may be clothed, and that the shame of your nakedness may not be made manifest, and to anoint your eyes with eye salve, that you may keep watching. As many as I love, I rebuke and discipline. Be zealous, therefore, and repent. Behold, I have stood at the door and am knocking. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and eat with him, and he with me. He that conquers and is victorious, I will give to him to sit with me in my throne, as I also conquered and sat down with my Father in his throne. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the assemblies.